Unprecedented. It's a word that we've all become familiar with, and indeed it's been overused, arguably, over the last 12 months. However, in the automotive industry, it really is appropriate. The supply and demand, the value chain have all been significantly affected over this period. If you look at the supply side, the manufacturers have all been impacted in relation to factory shutdowns, and indeed the long supply lines, shortages in aluminium and steel and rubber and plastics, they've all had a significant effect. However, at the end of 2020, the manufacturers got back onto a good footing, and production was swift. What wasn't planned, or what wasn't understood, is the Achilles heel, the true Achilles heel of the automotive industry. Vehicles so reliant on heavy processing power that the shortages of semi-conductors caused by the shutdown in production in areas, particularly in Asia, has literally crippled the automotive market. The experts are talking about as many as 8 million fewer vehicles being produced in 2021 than were otherwise planned. Now, on the demand side, you have people coming out of a lockdown where they may have savings that they otherwise weren't expecting to have. There's a general consumer confidence coming out of this. The interest rates are as low as they've been in a long time. And they also have, a reservation about traveling on public transport. This all creates a very significant bubble for people to want to go out and buy cars. This demand is something that the new car market simply cannot satisfy, which then has led inevitably to increased demand in nearly new vehicles, used vehicles, with skyrocketing prices. In some cases, you've got used vehicles that are worth more than the new equivalent. Many cases we're seeing vehicles that are holding over 80% of their value, and they're 2 years old. This has never been seen before. Added on top of this, that you've got consumers who are now confident in making very significant purchases all online. That creates a situation that dealers are not prepared for, and in many cases it's exposing some competency issues. Dealers, particularly franchise dealers, become reliant on OEMs to forecast the sales volumes. You'll get X amount, this is the availability of vehicles, this is when you're going to get them, this is how you order them. Now, in this new world where you've got limited new vehicles coming through, dealers have to take hold and control of their own supply chains. The relationship between the acquisition of vehicles right through to the process of handing over to the customer has never been more important and has never been more exposed. And the only way a dealer can stay on top of this is through accurate, timely data, so they know what they have, where they have it, and when, and what's happening with it at every single stage. If you've got customers who are going online to look for your vehicles, you better make sure that the vehicles you have are up online. You better make sure that the vehicles you've sold are no longer online. All of this adds to consumer confidence and trust in this new world for dealers, in this new world for consumers. The only way that a dealer is going to stay on top of this information is by conducting regular, accurate stock checks. This is the core process that needs to be done in order to understand exactly the status of what the dealer has and where they have it.